Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new, it's Libby. Today I'm going to be filming the mid-year book freakout tag. Um, I can't exactly remember who first created this tag, but it's been going around for several years now on BookTube, so it's that time of year again where it's time to put out this tag. So, um, I'm not going to tag anybody down below because I am not sure who has yet done this tag. I know a lot of people have. So there are 13 questions, and we're just going to go through the questions and show you guys what I've read so far this year. And I haven't read a lot. Right now I'm sitting at 53 books read so far. So still have plenty of time to hit my goal. So I have the questions written down, and we're just going to get started. The noise in the background is my AC, so I'm sorry if you can hear that, but try and ignore it. The first question is the best book you've read in 2022, and for me, so far, that is The Charm Offensive by Allison Corcoran. I'm mispronouncing that last name, but I really enjoyed this. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. This is a TV, kind of reminds me of The Bachelor. Our main character, Dev, he is a handler to the star of the show, and the star of the show deals with anxiety, panic attacks. So be warned going into this, but it's handled really, really well. And her love interest, Charlie, is supposed to find a bride, but however, he ends up falling for his handler. So it's a male-male romance. Really enjoyed it. It was really cute, and I can't wait to read more from this author. So pick this up if you haven't yet. It's really good. The best sequel you've read in 2022. I didn't count it on my Goodreads goal because it's a reread and they're short and quick, and it's another romance, part of a series. This is a companion series, and that is Learn My Lesson by Katie Roberts. This is the companion novel to Desperate Measures. This is the Wicked Villain series by her, and this follows Hades, Meg, and Hercules as Hades runs a undercover underground sex club, basically is what this is, and I enjoy it, surprisingly. But yeah. Question 3. New release that you haven't read yet but want to. This should come to no surprise to a lot of you that I still have yet to read House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. It's been on my TBRs since February. So, yeah, I want to try and get to this before the end of the year. So, fingers crossed, we'll see. But this has been on TBRs since February, and I still haven't yet read it. So, I'm not going to say too much about this yet, because I know you all know what this is about by now. So, we're just going to go and leave it at that. So, um, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. There is Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. I think that's coming out this year, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have Wild is the Witch by Rachel Griffiths. She is the author of Nature of the Witches, which I really enjoyed. But those are the two main ones that I'm waiting for the second half of the year. The biggest disappointment, which is question 5 for me, which was a book called Dust. It's a Peter Pan retelling, and I gave it a 3 stars, an average rating, but I'm trying to remember the author's name. That's how forgetful it is. But it was okay. Kara Swanson is the author of Dust, and this is about our main character, Clara, who is trying to find her brother after he mysteriously disappeared, and then she runs into a boy, and he doesn't give his name right off the bat, but he is Peter Pan, and she thinks this child should not exist, and yeah, and it goes from there. I gave it a 3 stars. It was okay, but, and it's only a duology. Will I continue it? Probably not. So, question 6 is biggest surprise, and those of you who watch my vlogs may not come to a surprise to you, but Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Nixon was a big surprise for me this year. I really enjoyed this. I've been diving more into romance recently, and I picked this one up. I have the sequel, which I've already read as well. Really enjoyed. This follows our main character who, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Is it Georgie? I think her name is Georgie. And she gets kidnapped by little green aliens, and then they crash land on this ice planet, and then they meet blue aliens. And then one guy, Velke, Vektal, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but it's really good if you like it. If you want to try it out, go ahead. I enjoyed it, so there's that. Favorite new author, no surprise, I'm going to say the author of Charm Offensive, and then Ruby Dixon, so there's that. Fictional crush would have to be, what's his name? Jackson from Crave. He comes off at the beginning of Headstrong, and then you really get to know his character later on in this one and throughout the series. I'm on book 2 right now. Need to finish it, but I'm enjoying this. New favorite character? Probably be, well, I have 2. I have Betty from A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, and then I have, should come to no surprise to some of you, Pip from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I love these 2 characters. A book that made you cry. I really don't cry in books, so a book that made you happy. Pinch of Magic, because it's about these 3 sisters and 3 magical objects. I do need to continue this. Most beautiful book you bought this year? I really don't know, but I'm going to have to say, I don't have the dust jacket on it, but House of Sky and Breath will be the most beautiful book I've bought this year. And the last and final question is, what books do you need to read before the end of the year? And for that answer, basically I need to read everything on my TBR. I want to read House of Sky and Breath, These Violent Delights, Kingdom of the Cursed, and other releases that haven't been out yet. So that is my mid-year book freakout tag. Let me know down below if you did this tag, and like, comment, subscribe, stay a while, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.